Yo, what up guys? Today I wanted to talk about why PC gaming is better than console gaming. Back in 2015, I didn't have a gaming PC or a console at the time. I used to have an Xbox 360 back in the day, but it broke back in 2012. So all I had at the time was an iMac that my parents bought for me and my siblings. Before we had this computer, we had a Windows XP computer, which for those of you that are my age, I'm only 23, or those of you guys that are older, you guys probably remember the Windows XP. In my opinion, the Windows XP computer was the best Windows computer that they ever made. I mean, when you start up the fucking computer, like, everyone knows the sound it makes, and we're not gonna forget the background that comes with the computer as soon as you boot it up. But as time went on, the Windows XP computer became really slow. So my parents bought us a new computer in 2013. The computer my parents bought us was a 2013 iMac with the latest CPU and GPU. Now, even though it wasn't the computer that I wanted, it was still fun to use back in the day. Fast forward to summer of 2015, I was at my cousin's house watching KYR Speedy, which was a big Call of Duty YouTuber from back in the day. I haven't watched him in years, but back in the day, he was like, I think one of the top 50 YouTubers on the platform in 2013, I'm not sure. But he was definitely up there. He showed me the new video he had uploaded playing CSGO for the first time. As soon as I saw the video, I was really curious about CSGO because it wasn't like Battlefield or Call of Duty. It was a more competitive first-person shooter that I have never seen before, and it was exclusively only on PC. So once I got home, I went to Google and searched up how to play CSGO on an iMac. To my surprise, CSGO was supported on Mac, which was funny. I thought most games on Steam were only supported for Windows computers, but there was actually a big handful of games that were supported on Mac back in 2015. This was the first time in my life that I played a video game at 60 FPS or more. After playing video games at 60 FPS, I knew that as soon as I played a game on console, I was going to notice the difference immediately. Back when I was a kid, when I had an Xbox 360, I always found it weird how the games, they just felt really slow or clunky. I couldn't explain it at the time. As I got older, I realized that the reason why games on the Xbox 360 felt weird was that they were locked to 30 FPS. I actually became a big hater for Call of Duty at the time when it wasn't popular. I was the only kid in my class who played CSGO, or even on, or only playing computer games for that matter. The rest of my classmates played on the Xbox 360 or the PS4. Basically, no one back in the day had an Xbox One because it wasn't popular. People were playing on the 7th generation of consoles, which was the PS3 or Xbox 360/Wii, or the new generation of consoles, which was the PS4. After sinking in almost 1,000 hours plus into CSGO, I ended up quitting the game. I got so burned out. I took that game seriously, man. Like, you guys have no idea. I would play that game as soon as I got home. I wouldn't even do my homework. I would literally come home, boot up the computer, and hit up my cousin on Skype. You guys remember Skype? I would just hit him up and I'd be like, yo, we need to play today and we're gonna win. We took this game way too seriously, man. I'm telling you, like, there were times where I literally almost broke, like, my computer, my keyboard, my fucking mouse. I literally almost broke my desk at one point because that's how seriously I took the game. I wanted to be the best. I also just didn't like changes Valve was making at the time to the game, so I moved on to single player games. I didn't get a chance to play. Even when I got my PS4 back in Christmas of 2016, I still played mostly on my iMac. Even though I wasn't able to run the newest AAA games or even afford a good gaming PC at the time to play the games I wish I had. Even back in 2015, having a gaming PC or, just anything, like luxury, like, I guess you could say that people just, this is how I explain it. Like, back in the day in like 2015, having a gaming PC was such a luxury. Like, not a lot of people could afford that shit. Even 4K TVs. 4K TVs weren't even, you know how like nowadays you can go into like a Best Buy and you could get a fucking 4K TV for like $100 or maybe $200. That wasn't a thing back then, so people just stuck to whatever they had back in the day. I still appreciated having a decent computer to run games like Batman Arkham Asylum, Tomb Raider 2013, Left 4 Dead 2, and one of the best Call of Duties in my opinion, Modern Warfare 2. My dream as a kid was to get a really good gaming PC by saving up money I earned from helping my dad work. But like I said, guys, even back in 2015, having a gaming PC was a luxury. So I promised myself at 13 years old that when I was old enough to get a job, I would save as much money as I could to buy myself a new gaming PC with the latest GPU, CPU, etc. Fast forward to late 2019, I got my first job working at a bakery while I was in high school. I got this job from my mom, who basically told me to apply there since she could put a good word with the boss, who was one of the owners. After applying for the job, I got accepted immediately. I didn't even have to do an interview, which was cool since my social skills at the time were pretty fucking terrible during this time of my life. I struggled for the first couple of weeks since I had a lot of anxiety. Not only did I not want to make my mom look bad, but she had recommended me for the job, so I tried really hard to do a good job. I only worked there for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. My boss was really cool. She gave me time to learn everything about the job. After those weeks had passed, I was doing so well at my job that my boss bought me lunch, which made me proud of myself. I only worked there for 6 months, then I got laid off because of the pandemic around my birthday in March of 2020. The company told us we were going to have to find another job. The good thing was that they let us know a week beforehand. The place was going to be shut down due to the pandemic. The good thing was that I saved up a lot of money during that time. Even though I blew a lot of that money on fucking weed during that time of my life, I still had a good amount of money saved up to buy a new gaming PC. I was thinking about buying a used PC, but I was scared that I was going to get scammed. So after I graduated high school in June of 2021, I was really depressed because I couldn't find a job. Thank God I found a job at the beginning of September 2021, or else I would have done some reckless shit. I'm not joking. This was a dark time in my life. Fast forward to November, I realized Black Friday was coming up, so I waited for the prices of PCs to go down. I was researching on YouTube what PC I should buy. I didn't really care about how pretty it looked. I just wanted to have a really good PC that could run most games. I didn't really play new games, so I ended up buying a CyberPower PC from Best Buy, which came with a 3060 Ti. I was like a little kid on Christmas morning waiting for my PC to arrive, and holy shit guys, when I first plugged it in, I was the happiest man alive. I was playing all the games I couldn't run on my older computer, which made me very happy. The first game I played on my PC, if any of you guys are wondering, is the best Call of Duty ever made, Black Ops 1. In my opinion, that's the best fucking Call of Duty ever made. Let me know what's your guys' favorite Call of Duty game. PC gaming made me realize how much I was missing out throughout my gaming life. The thing that made me fall in love with PC gaming was that everyone's PC is different. The amount of customization and parts you could swap out over time was really cool. When I owned the console, it just didn't feel as special since everyone had the same piece of hardware. When I first got my PC, I had to learn a lot of stuff, but I enjoyed every second of it, even though I got stressed out sometimes. It was worth learning every nook and cranny of my PC. I learned how to get the best performance out of my computer, swap out parts, run games more smoothly, and record YouTube videos. If it weren't for this PC, I wouldn't be making this video today. PC gaming holds a special place in my heart. I still love console gaming. I'm not a PC elitist who makes fun of people for owning a console. I just think that's really stupid, you know, making fun of someone for, you know, preferring a console over a computer. I mean, it's kind of like you're really bragging about having a better piece of plastic than someone else. I just find it really stupid. It's kind of like with Android versus Apple. It's like, who cares, bro? It's the same fucking phone. Just a different company. A lot of gamers just want a plug and play experience, which I totally understand. But for those of you out there who are deciding on whether to buy a gaming PC or not, trust me guys, it is totally worth it. Not only will you save a bunch of money by not buying Xbox Live or PS Plus, you could also save a bunch of money by buying games during a Steam sale or just pirating those games. I don't advocate for pirating games, but hey man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. At the end of the day, you can do so much on a gaming PC, you don't even need to use it for gaming. You could get into other hobbies like recording YouTube videos, coding, video editing, selling drugs. Wait, what? That wasn't in the script. I'm fucking with you guys. What I am saying is that the possibilities are endless when it comes to PC gaming. I recommend every gamer out there to own a gaming PC at some point. Even if you are on a tight budget, you can get a decent PC at a good price. Just be careful about scammers on websites like eBay, Amazon, or Facebook Marketplace, because I've heard a lot of stories, not just on YouTube, but like from people in real life that have said that they gotten scammed on those websites, so just be careful. Let me know if you guys own a gaming PC or are planning to buy one. Also, let me know if you guys disagree or agree with everything that I've said. I'm up for debating people on this topic. Hope you guys enjoyed and peace out.
I wish that I could just change my past. To think about you, Dad, there's so much shit that I could ask. Like, why am I still haunted by the day that you left? I wake up in the middle of the night with cold sweats. I can't believe this happened. Can't believe you're gone. I should've known that when I woke that something went wrong. All the loud screams, me running down the stairs. do. I tried to call the cops,